Hi folks, today we're going to cook something on the barbecue. Everything's going to be produced there. We're going to do lamb koftas with grilled flatbread and a peanut, pomegranate and mint tzatziki. So let's start the process. What we need to do first of all is roast the seeds. We've got coriander seeds here and cumin seeds. And we're going to put them into a cast iron pan. Now cast iron pan is perfect for this. I've had mine on there for a couple minutes. You can already hear the seeds popping. The smell from the seeds is quite incredible. We're going to put that into mortar and pestle, like that. Watch them exploding everywhere. Now, cast iron pan is such a great piece of equipment. It can go in the oven, obviously in the barbecue, on the hob. You can cook meat in it. You can cook desserts in it. You can make eggs in it. It's just one of these bits of equipment that's invaluable to someone in the kitchen. So, we're going to grind these seeds down. So just a round circular motion. Really easy to do. And the aromas that I'm getting from this just now is quite intoxicating. From there, we're going to add 2 big pinches into that lamb mince mix. Spot of turmeric for a bit of colour. And then some great big grinds of pepper. And a good pinch of salt. And some garlic also. So just smash some garlic up there. We're going to roughly chop it, add it to the mince mix. Okay. It's good to be outside, you can just whisk it on the floor. So there we go. Just chopping the garlic. And again, it doesn't have to be too finely chopped. Okay, so we've got the mix going on there. That's the lamb, the spices, salt, pepper. We're going to add a touch of mint, fresh mint to that now. And again, just roughly chop. Roll it up, shift and add the mint up, and then into the mix. So this is where you get your hands a bit dirty. Okay, so in there, and you're just going to massage all the spices through the meat. Don't want to overwork it, just until it's just mixed through. Now it's vital when you're making anything using raw meat that you wash your hands thoroughly afterwards. So we're going to go on to the next stage. So once I have the lamb mixed there, like that, I'm going to leave it in a bowl. We'll come back and shape that once I've let the mince marinate a little with the spices. So you can see it's nicely speckled through there. Bit of orange, you get the seeds, you get the mint, you get the garlic, salt and pepper. So I'm going to leave that to the side now. And just wash my hands thoroughly under here. Next stage, we're going to make the flatbread. So we have got the lamb mince organised there. Got a bowl now for the flatbread. And into that, we're going to put 300 grams of flour. Again, another nice pinch of salt. Some ground coriander, bit of flavour. Some sumac, which is a Middle Eastern berry, which gives a nice sour, lemony flavour. There's a bit of wholemeal flour in there too. And we'll just put a sachet of dried yeast into that. Okay, so the salt's in there, the spices are in there, the flour's in there. I'm going to add water now. We're just going to make a little dough. And so when that is allowed to set aside, it'll prove up. And we'll come back to this after we've made the tzatziki for the final dish. Okay, so you can see there, formed a sticky dough. I'm just going to bring all that together. And it's so easy to do. I've put dried yeast in this because it rises pretty quickly. I know that that needs a little bit more water. Just forming the dough up. And this recipe makes comfortably 3 hearty dishes. Okay, so we've made a nice ball there. We're going to just knead it slightly on the chopping board, just back and forth, just to get the gluten working slightly. Okay, so we're just going to cover this with a cloth and let it proof. So there we go. You can see there, again, it's just full of flavour. You've got the coriander in there, the sumac, the 2 different types of flour, and the salt. So we're going to cover that over. I'm going to wash my hands to get the residual dough off there, and then we'll toast the nuts for the riata in the cast iron pan and let them cool down. Meanwhile, we'll get to putting the koftas on the grill and starting the cooking process. Okay, so for the riata, again, we're just going to clean that out slightly. It's good, you can tip everything into the barbecue, the coals there. So we've got peanuts in there. And again, we're just toasting them just to kind of open the flavour out of the peanuts, gives a more, I suppose, nuttier flavour. Just letting them sit there. Now, we've got some nice Greek yoghurt. A few good spoons in there. And this is just the dressing for the final kebab. There we go. So we've got the riata. We've got some pomegranate seeds. Now these are lovely, have a lovely sour crunch to the final dish. We'll put a pinch of sumac in there. We'll put some chopped cucumber. Now I only use the outsides of the cucumber here. I'll leave the seeds in there, which can be a bit watery. And again, just roughly chopping these guys up. Making sure my nuts aren't burning on the grill, because that could be painful. Going to add a touch of oil in there to let the party going in the pan. Okay, back to the cucumbers. So again, you could grate this, grating it and squeezing out the water. I like little chunks of cucumber. You're seeing how easy these dishes are to put together. I mean, it's just taken 3 or 4 minutes to make the beef, the mince mix, make the flour into a dough, the tzatziki there, and we've got some fresh mint from the garden, and again, just really roughly chopped. That all gets thrown in there. Just mix that about. Peanuts, you can see the colour in the peanuts. We'll put them on the chopping board. Let them cool slightly. Meanwhile, we'll just mix this in. Really fresh, zingy, crunchy dressing there for everything.
Over here.
Okay, that's the nuts. My nuts burning. So, chopping the nuts. And again, roughly. You know, you've got complete artistic license how this finishes up and looks like. So into the yogurt mix. Mix that through, and that can get set aside. So there you go. Pomegranate, peanut, cucumber, mint tzatziki. Right, so, getting serious now, we're going to start cooking. So, the koftas. We've let the meat marinate there for about 10 minutes. We're just going to roll out some kind of sausage shapes, kebabs. The koftas come from Eastern Med, the Balkans, into Iran and Iraq. Each country has different kind of spice mixes. And a kofta could be minced chicken, it could be minced beef, minced lamb, or a mixture of the minces. So we'll try and do 6 nice koftas. They take no cooking at all. You know, you're just going to put them on the grill there. So you can see the coals are nice and grey. You want a little hiss when it puts them on, and that's the process starting there. Okay, we'll set that aside. Koftas are starting to cook. We're going to get the flatbreads out now. Need a rolling pin, which I don't have out here.
Oh, for God's sake.
Let's go and get it.
I grab the rolling pin.
Yeah, go grab a rolling pin.
God damn it. What an idiot not having a rolling pin for flatbreads. Let's go.
All right, anyway, where were we, Johnny?
Okay, so sorry about that.
Okay,
for that break.
Very unprofessional. I think you just need to give me another clap. Okay.
Sorry about that, folks. We're got a rolling pin now for the flatbread. So we've got the dough here. It's proved just ever so slightly. We've got some flour onto the board, and just pinch the dough, and we need a golf ball size bit of dough, and just pat it out. Keep it nice and round, pushing the fingers out to the edges. nice and thin. So you want about the thinness of a pound coin. There. And again, beautifully speckled with the whole wheat flour and the spices in there. So I'm going to set that aside there because we'll cook them all together. Koftas sounding beautiful over there. Let's have a look at them. I'll get my spatula.
Smells nice.
Smells amazing.
Smells great, yeah. So you can really smell obviously the flesh charring on the coals, but also, you know, you get a wee bit, you get the spices in there as well. You get the garlic. Okay, on this side. Coals are very hot. Okay, so the next flatbread here. These can be done way in advance as well and just left with a wet towel over them, and see how we're doing on the grill here. Yeah, these are cooking beautifully. So you could have them slightly pink. I prefer it be cooked all the way through, sticking slightly. So what I'm going to do is just move them to the side and get the flatbreads on the grill. Let's cook the flatbread. So we'll take 2 flats just on the chopping board. We want to stick a bit of oil on them. That just helps a bit of colour. And I've got a mix of veg oil and rapeseed oil on here. You see a beautiful yellow colour. Let's pat that out. Let's see how that sounds in the grill. So from start to finish, this recipe really shouldn't take you more than 20 minutes. If you have all the ingredients together beforehand, bam, it's really quick, it's really delicious, and of course, really nourishing. So you can tell already the flatbread's starting to cook, starting to bubble. What I'll do is I'll just spread a little bit of oil on the other side too. Let me tell you, the lamb koftas are smelling quite incredible here. Can't wait to get these in my mouth. The flatbreads, there we go. It's got beautiful bubbled, grilled. We'll get the other 2 on, so that hopefully there's enough room in the grill. You have to manage a grill, you know, you have to look after things, move things around. You know, you could always feel where the hottest part of the grill is. So I know just now that actually the hottest part's right here, just at my waist, because I'm starting to burn. So we've got 1 flatbread there. We're going to put a bit more colour in him. This guy's good. You can see both sides grilled. We'll put him over there to rest. I'm going to just slice up some onion. Okay, just into that. Some lemon juice into there. Just catching all the pips. Some salt. Mix that around. And again, so you've got the sourness of the lemon, the sumac, the sweetness of the red onion. We've got the koftas there. This incredible tzatziki, the crunch, the sourness of the pomegranate, freshness of the mint, just in the top. And then your red on a crown of sumac onions on the top. There we go. Okay, so that's the finished dish there. We had the coriander flatbreads, the spiced lamb koftas, the peanut, pomegranate and mint riata, bit of a mouthful, and a crown of sumac onions. Holly and Zach, why don't you come in and taste this? Here you go. Fork and knife for you.
Thanks.
And fork and knife for you, young man. Just
Do I
dig in, get your chompers in. Cut the kofta. Just pick up a bit of the flatbread. Do you know, actually, it's almost easier to just chop up the kofta and pick up with your hands, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Demolishing it. Perfect.
Right, a bit of.
Whoa.
Get on your go, Polly, go on.
Okay.
Drop.
Ooh! Alright.
Okay, so that's that. We're going to do another dish soon. All the best. Thank you.
Great.